Hi everyone, welcome back to RAW.FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 16 team selection. So Game Week 15 just finished yesterday. I mean, it nearly was another absolute disaster. It still was a bit of a disaster, but Bruno managed to save me right at the end. So yeah, the rank, it's gone from about 120k to 513 within 3 game weeks. So yeah, the Salah punt did not go well. Obviously couldn't have expected it really. Looks like he's not going to be playing now until after AFCON at least. So yeah, lots to discuss. We've obviously got 5 free transfers now. I've already made 2. So let's jump into this one. It's the Game Week 16 team selection. If you do like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new. And let's jump into it. Okay, so quick review of Game Week 15. And like I said, it could have gone a lot worse because Bruno at the end with a massive 18-pointer. He was my transfer in as well. When I saw Semenyo scored, I was like, oh no, but then obviously got disallowed. And yeah, Bruno Fernandes, 18-pointer. So really happy with the transfer in. That's one of the only things that went well, to be honest. Well, Heaven started as well. I was so close to getting another 0. Salah didn't start. Munoz didn't start either. Just both unexpected. I mean, Salah, it's almost like 3 benchings in a row from the time I wildcarded him in. Like, it's just so unlucky. But yeah, thankfully, obviously, we've now got 5 free transfers. So yeah, the Salah move has just not gone well at all. It's massively, hurt my rank. But yeah, other than that, Petrovic was 7, O'Reilly was 6, Timber failing to keep his clean sheet. Anderson getting DEFCON. He's back to get DEFCON, which is good. I mean, Haaland blanking, Thiago blanking, and Guiu coming off the bench with a massive 0-pointer. So, yeah, disaster of a week, really. Salah move's not gone well, but thankfully, we've got 5 free transfers, and yeah, I've already used 2. So let's talk about Game Week 16 now. So, looking at Game Week 16, and like I said, I've already made 2 free transfers. We've obviously all been topped up to 5, and straight away, before the price rises, I've got to use 2 of them. One of them was Salah out, which was definitely needed because he's just not been playing. Been an absolute disaster of a transfer. So yeah, Salah out and Saka in. I think Arsenal's fixtures, they're still pretty good going forward, both attack and defence. But yeah, Saka, I actually don't think he's that good value for money. But to be honest, because I don't have Salah and Palmer isn't fit yet really, he's obviously sort of coming back from injury. I don't really know where else to spend the money, and Saka's kind of fine. So, yeah, brought Saka in, and I've also brought Foden in for Anderson. So, Saka and Foden in for Salah and Anderson just seems an absolutely massive upgrade, to be honest. So, that's the 2 free transfers done. I might make some more, which I'll talk about in a second. So, yeah, in goal, Petrovic, Man United away is kind of okay. I'm not going to make a move on a goalkeeper. I kind of wish I went for either Henderson at Palace or, I could have gone for the Fulham keeper because Fulham's fixture is slightly better. But, I mean, Petrovic is fine. United, Burnley, Brentford. I mean, it gets slightly worse, but I'm just going to hold him long term, I think. So, yeah, obviously, he got me the 7 points last week. So, I'm kind of fine having him. But, yeah, I mean, Raya is still a good pick as well, but he's just so expensive, so I'm not even sure I'd go there. Into the defence. I've got Timber, Munoz, and O'Reilly. Timber's been rested midweek in the Champions League, so that looks good. Munoz, it looks like he's going to be back for the Man City game, but there were kind of, some information going around that he's got like a minor knee injury. So I'm going to keep an eye on the press conferences. Hopefully Glasner says something. But yeah, Munoz, hoping he's okay and hoping he's fit and available for Man City, which I think I will. And then O'Reilly, Palace away. I mean, he should play, but there is that slight risk that he's going to get benched. But he has been playing, quite a lot. Obviously, Nori goes to AFCON soon as well. So he has been playing pretty much every game from, about game week 3. So he should play. I'm going to take a chance. If you've got him, I think you certainly play him and just kind of hope for the best, really. Into the midfield. Rodgers going nowhere. He went up again in price. Decent enough fixtures going forward. And yeah, over Christmas, he's going to play. So I just like having players like that. So I've got Rodgers, he's going to play all of these fixtures. I've then got Bruno, new transfer in. Obviously, again, he's going to play all of these fixtures over Christmas. So happy I got the 18 points. And then, yeah, Bournemouth, Villa, Newcastle, Wolves, Leeds. I mean, yeah, the fixtures long term, Burnley, they're just really good. So I think Bruno is a really good pick. Just obviously, it's easy to say that now after he's just got 18 points, but the reason he's a good pick is the fixtures are really good. You know he's going to play. He's on penalties, and he's still creating chances, and he's still obviously got DEFCON as well. So yeah, I like Bruno, especially over Christmas. I do think he's a good transfer in if you can get to him. I'd even argue he's better than Foden, just because Foden, I don't know, I think he's a bit more assured for a start, obviously, Fernandes. Foden could get benched still, whereas Fernandes, he just won't. So, yeah, if it's prioritising one or the other, especially because Foden's got Palace away, I think I prefer to get Fernandes first. But yeah, Foden, again, fixtures going forward for Man City, they are fine, and they're just on fire at the moment, especially Foden. So, I do think he's still a really good transfer in, but like I said, I'd probably prefer and prioritise Bruno ahead of Foden, especially over this congested period. Like Foden, for example, you could just wait until West Ham at home in Gameweek 17 to bring him in. Palace isn't an easy fixture. So yeah, those two. Cunha, I don't actually mind Cunha. There's a bit of a punt as well. If you don't have the money to get Fernandes, Cunha should play pretty much every game when Mbeumo goes to AFCON in Gameweek 17. So again, you could kind of hold off that move if you wanted to, but I think Cunha is quite a good differential. And yeah, he's obviously, he looked really good last night, so I think Cunha could be a good shout. Foden, and yeah, Bruno. And then Minte, he's been a bit disappointing, but he is only 6.3 million. I think I got him for like 6 mil. And the fixtures going forward look fine. Liverpool away, I mean, they're not defending brilliantly right now. Sunderland at home, Arsenal's not good, but then it's West Ham, Burnley. So I'm fine to keep him. Again, he's just a cheap enabler, really, 6.3 million. I potentially would go down to Dewsbury Hall if I'd picked again. Obviously, Dewsbury Hall smashing it, and Everton's fixtures look quite good long term. I mean, you can just save that money. So, yeah, if I was choosing again, I'd probably get Dewsbury Hall at 5.1, but Minte, he's fine, do you know what I mean? He's absolutely fine. So, Minte, Liverpool away, I'll play him. And then Saka, currently my captain, Wolves at home. And like I said, he's been okay, but Wolves just got absolutely demolished by Man United at home as well. So, I'm hoping Saka can do the same as Bruno. Wolves at home. He's rested as well tonight. So, yeah, I'm think I'm going to stick with Saka. It could go to Haaland. He's currently the vice, but I don't know. Palace isn't an easy fixture. So, I just think I'm going to, Arsenal, top of the league, playing the bottom of the league. I'm just not going to overthink it. Saka's minutes might be reduced slightly, but I think it's worth the risk. If Saka gets like 75 plus minutes against Wolves, I think it's worth it. And then Thiago, Leeds at home, decent fixture, good transfer in. I do quite like the structure, 3-5-2. I think, if you can get to this structure, I think it's probably the best one to go for. Like, there's not that many cheap forwards. Thiago is probably the number one. You could potentially look at Jimenez as well, even Calvert-Lewin. But yeah, I think just having the 3-5-2, I just think it looks, you can get so many different midfielders, and I feel like midfield is where it's at right now. So that's the team. I've got Dubravka, Fulham at home. I've got Guiu, Everton at home, who might start, which is why it's tempting to do a bench boost. I've still got a bench boost, and I've also got 3 more free transfers. So I could potentially upgrade my bench. So I can go on transfers there, and I could potentially, Heaven, who actually started yesterday, but I don't think he will tomorrow. The weekend. But yeah, so Heaven out. And then I'm probably going to look at Anderson. So Anderson in. And then, yeah, I've got 2 more free transfers. But I think Ronaldo will start. But Newcastle at home is not the best fixture. But he does look good when he plays. And I'm just kind of getting the bench boost done now. So I don't know if I want to waste another transfer getting a slightly better player there. And also it depends, if Munoz is out, for example, or if Ronaldo is out, then I just won't play him a bench boost. But I think with the injury to the lap, Guiu might start and he might get some minutes. So I'm like, I might as well just take this opportunity. So yeah, if we get a positive update on Munoz and Ronaldo, I think I will probably do Anderson in, and yeah, I'll probably play the bench boost. So I mean, the bench will be not that great, but it'll be kind of okay. And I don't know when else I'm going to use it. So the bench would be Dubravka, Guiu, Ronaldo, and then it would also be Anderson there with Burnley. So yeah, I think I'll probably bench boost if everyone's deemed fit, and then just roll the rest of the transfers, because I feel like you want to build up these transfers. You don't just want to use them all unless your team's a complete mess. I'd try and just roll some transfers if you can. So that's the plan. I'll get Anderson in for Heaven. I'll have 2 free transfers left. I mean, I'll have 3 going into the next game week, and I'll just try and keep rolling them, really. So yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, Foden's already in, Saka's already in, and potentially Anderson in as well. Saka captain, as normal. I'll put in the comments what I actually do, but yeah, at the moment, I think Saka, I think it's a good chance to go, back against Haaland. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it. But that's the team. Let me know if you've got any questions, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you again after the deadline. So best of luck, and thanks for watching. Cheers.